Who do you think is the morally best character of all time? If you don't really know what that means, as the title's a little bit weird, essentially, what resident of the square do you think, like, always held their ethics and morals? Who has always wanted the best out of people, was always good, and who, I don't know, just was continually wasn't doing dodgy stuff, wasn't doing dodgy dealings, ultimately was just being a good person. Piggy.
Uh, First three are Reese, Dean, and Theo. For the hustle, for the grind. Mortally nice people. Well, Dean is actually getting a redemption arc, kind of. He is.
I don't think so.
He's nice, but he's not nice. Does that make sense?
He's like a cockroach who's trying to figure out emotions.
So if he's the cockroach, is Gina Augie from Augie and the Cockroaches?
That's fell on deaf ears, mate. I don't know that reference.
Fuck's sake! You've never seen Augie and the Cockroaches?
No.
Mate, you've not lived a childhood if you've not
What
seen
the
Augie and the
fuck is
Cockroaches.
that?
It's about a blue cat who's being chased by cockroaches, I believe.
Nah, no idea. But fuck it. Morally best character of all time. Someone says Gus from the early 2000s. Gus, who took care of Wellard, got bullied by Sean Slater. He swept the streets. He was a regular bloke, honestly. I'm pretty sure he was a songwriter, and he was writing poems. No, in the show.
Oh.
He was a songwriter. He left to be a part of a band because he'd fallen for this stunning band woman. I don't fucking know. Yeah, he was. But everybody's saying morally he was good, but he was also a bit of a melt. He was a bit of a melt, was old Gus. He was never winning most interesting character awards, I'll say that much. Nah. But yes, morally sound, yes. But if morally sound means he was a boring bastard, that also is correct. Someone says, yeah, to be fair, the geezer was clean as a whistle. Someone else says sound as a pound. Someone says Nana Moon. Nana Moon was pretty good. But someone's got the receipts. They remember. Sound as a pound, except for when she mugged off Carrie and Minty in that poker game. Look, I'm not playing poker with an old person. They've seen some shit. Right? They've seen some shit. They're gonna pull out like a fucking royal flush in the perfect moment and rinse me of all my money. I'm not risking it. I don't know what life they lived. They lived a world before technology. They were playing card games for fun. You don't risk it. They'll actually take you to the cleaners.
Poker.
Man. Oh.
A
game's a game, boy. Oh.
Get your fucking Johnny pants off now, boy. A game's a fucking game. Respect the fucking husband. Your granddad's in his fucking tidy whities.
Like,
get your fucking
but
pants
granddad's balls hang out his shorts anyways. Like, it's no different from normal. He's actually more covered up than normal, the dirty bastard.
Your granddad looks like Leslie Grantham. There's something wrong with you.
Hey, Leslie Grantham looked like E.T. in the end.
E.T. phone home.
That's so rude. But hey,
He's saying Leslie Grantham looked like E.T.
He did do the little finger thing, put it in the mouth.
E.T. phone home. Fucking what was the king of England before fucking that was with Elizabeth? Charles.
Charles is the son.
Who's the old bloke? He just Philip.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what he fucking looked like. Fucking proper.
He's dead now, of course.
Yeah.
Um,
When he died, I remember so well. I know it's a different tiny tangent. I remember so well. My dad was cooking sausages, and just went, Prince, Prince Philip is dead, and I just went, all right, is the sausages done?
no. Oh, it's so sad. Oh, mate, it's all right. The monarchy, they're still right. No, but the sausage are fucking done. No. Fucking hell. Someone says Bradley. Nah. Bradley
Boy,
was a
highway.
sweet character, but Bradley did push Stacy into getting rid of the child. Like, he was manipulated into doing it, but he still did it. And someone says that scene where he dumped Stacy and she humiliated him at his work party was brutal, though. Someone says got his co-worker fired to get a promotion they were competing for. Grandpa Jim was so disgusted when he found that he kicked Bradley out of the house for a few days because it was the type of thing he expected out of Max. Yeah, fuck you, Bradley. Fuck you. Someone says Wellard. You know who wasn't morally good? Fucking Willie, the little bastard. I love him, but he was a little... He wasn't... I was going to say pretentious. He wasn't pretentious. But that dog knew what he fucking wanted. I remember specifically the episode where Ethel has to fucking get Kelvin and Ian to give Willie a wash.
That has to be a bonus episode that we watch. I haven't seen this episode.
It specifically was, I was going to title it, Who's Washing Ethel's Willie? Because Willie is the most particular little rat bastard we know. Because he just starts making a mess. He's like fucking scuffing this water everywhere. Oh, mate, honestly, it's absurd.
He's like your boss man or me eating food. Like, just everywhere.
Like, it's just fucking great stuff. But yeah, Willie, he was a little whiny bastard, but I love him, and I love him all.
He's the Hulk Hogan of dogs.
Yeah, he barks whenever he barks whenever he sees a black Labrador. Oh, Willie! Mate, come on, bloody hell!
I expect that from Slater, not you, Ash. Like, come on,
yes. Willie.
I don't want to be reincarnated as a black Labrador. I'm scared.
HH.
Run a bog roll, help me, brother. HH.
Yeah, but Willie though, he was chaotic evil. I'll say that much. Like the other time where he ate the really good meat that Ethel was gonna make into pies, so she had to just use dog food in the pies. So for like 2 days they were eating dog food pies, and it was just because Willie decided, mate, I'm getting that fucking prime rib, I'm getting that fucking fine meat. Ruined Ethel's cooking culinary career. And even then, he also always got in the way of Ethel's relationships, because Ethel would always try to get with someone. I remember she was trying to get with old Ernie, who was a boxing guy who was teaching Ian how to box. But the main issue is, I think he was called Ernie or like Arnie or some shit. The main issue is he didn't like dogs, and Ethel then had to make a choice. Do I like him enough to to not put up with Willie? And the answer was no. The answer was no. And my favourite bit is knowing that Willie was obviously named after William, who was Ethel's fucking husband, which is just funny to me, to name a dog after your dead husband.
You have to admit though, Willie is iconic. Like,
oh yeah, entirely.
But I love that Willie has a mean mug to him. Like, you see, you see all photos of him, fucking.
He's dropping a stink eye on you. That's just because he's a pug, but he is dropping that fucking. I love him, honestly. I'll never watch the episode where I assume he gets put down, and I never want to because I can't. I can't do it. I
I
can't.
don't want
I
to. I
can't
don't
have
want to
poor
watch that.
Willie dying on me. But it's I don't know. It's that perfect. And even the
He's a flaccid
funniest bit
Willie.
is Willie existed in real life. I don't think it was a pug, but obviously Ethel was based off of, and this was told in the EastEnders The Inside Story book. Obviously, Ethel was based off a real woman who they like saw in like some East End pubs. This like 70-year-old woman with a smoke in one hand and a fucking dog in the other, just downing pints, just shit talking for hours at a time. So like that dog was real. It's fucking great.
Um,
Love Willie.
yeah, we love Willie. We all love Willie in this house. Um, but my one, look, I love pugs, but even I know God just fucking hates pugs. He looked at that breed and went, "Yeah,
Well, it's
fucking ruin it,
just
mate."
people bred them to be ugly.
Yeah. Although I love see, I know it's not healthy for a dog, but I love seeing weird mixed breeds. Like I think it's a border collie. I
Dance
remember what
monkey dance.
I I seen a border collie. I think it's a border collie. And I don't know if you heard this story, but all the comments were like, "Is that a Japanese man in there?" Because there's a story. No, hold on here. There's a story where a man. So you know, like you have a transgender, so you obviously change genders, and then there's people who want to change the race. This man wanted to become a dog, so he literally had surgeries that made him look like a dog. So and he has this full suit. You can Google it. He has this full suit where he's a fucking dog. He pisses outside and like I'm not making it up. I'm not making it up.
Oh fuck yeah! I remember this fucking guy, mate. He's lucky he only paid 14 grand of it. He only had to pay 14 grand of it to look like a fucking dog. All right, other one says 20 grand. Like, I'm sorry, mate. You're just humans are too large to be dogs. You can't just crawl on your hands and knees. Like, yeah, I want to be a fucking spaceman, but I'm not gonna put on a fucking spacesuit and be like, I'm an astronaut, because I'm not. Right? Just because he says woof, it doesn't mean he's actually a dog. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to break this guy's dreams, but you've got a mental illness, mate. You need to sort your shit out. Like, what's wrong with you?
Like obviously, I accept if you want to become a man, if you like are a woman who wants to become a man, or a man who wants to become a woman, we would gladly accept you.
Happily
But
pro-trans, not pro-trans dog.
yeah, exactly. I identify as a dog. Fuck off, mate.
Fuck off.
Oh,
like,
well,
you know, even in some of the fucking backgrounds, there are even some of those, like, fucking kids who are raised as animals. They're fucking allowed to do it. They're allowed to, like, there was that famous documentary of trying to get a kid who was either raised by wolves or monkeys to speak. And obviously, well, it wasn't fucking happening, was it? Because the brain, well, the study suggested that the brain hadn't, like, developed in that period where it's so easy to pick up, like, language and fucking, but, like, they're allowed to do it. You can't just decide one day I'm gonna become a dog. Like,
but my mum, he's not acting like a dog. Like they're not picking him up, cuddling him. They're not like picking up his shit and putting it in a doggy bag.
he just wants to pee outside. Just do it, mate.
Oh,
I've peed outside before.
I would just shit outside.
Not if I didn't have any bog roll. Alright, I'm not fucking grabbing a leaf, you know? Like, fuck that. What
Like how
nettles. You know, that's risk.
I just want to know how far he would go as to be a dog. Like I want to know his limit. I fucking want to know his limit.
Yeah, like, is he a proper method actor and everything, you know?
Like when he
like,
sees
poor.
other
Yeah. You know, like, what's he doing?
Like when he
Not
sees
sure
the other
why
dogs,
this matters in a video called "Who is the most morally good character."
I don't care. I don't care.
But honestly, there's not much else of the thread at all. So, but yeah, very pro trans, very happily for trans. Not under people trying to be animals though.
Look, I don't mind if you role play with them in the bedroom, but if you're fucking on identify as a dog, then get on your hands and knees and fucking bark like fucking no tomorrow, boy. You better shit
Yeah, like
outside.
what are you? Like what are you trying to achieve though? Who's rich enough to just decide I'm gonna be a dog?
But does he eat dog food? Is the real question. He can't eat human food.
Does he sit in a cage?
Yeah, exactly.
Does he lick his balls?
But it'd be very hard, but he could. Unless he got his ribs removed.
Ah, fuck me. Here we go. I've looked back at it. Someone says Nigel, he was a bit of a creep at the start. Fat boy. Yep, he was a good egg, that boy. His death was grotesque, gratuitous, and undeserved. I choose to believe he really is still alive out there somewhere.
We go back to the dog.
The little cameo he had in Cindy's backstory was cruel. If they have no intention of bringing him back. What do you mean it's cruel? Mate, I'll give you a fucking lollipop. And you're like, oh, sick, sweet lollipop. You're not going to get angry that and this is a one-time thing. You're not going to get angry that I'll never do it again. Be happy you had that fucking lollipop. That's the best you're getting. Don't know why you're getting it. Where's my lollipop? Who's giving me my lollipop?
Lollipop, lollipop, oh lollipop.
Like, it wasn't brutal. It's
yes. It was brutal because I see my favourite character come back for one cameo and he did not get to shine again. Worst show ever. So calm down, mate.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Fat
it's
Boy's
nice
dead.
to see him, but I don't think they'll bring him back now as most of his links to the square are gone. It'll be hard to replace him now, or place him now. But I think his little card to Mrs. B was Clenshaw sweetly undoing what he thought was a terrible mistake in Dominic Treadwell Collins' part. So for us viewers, we can really believe that he's DJing in Austria after all. No.
So about that dog, Ash, about that man who became a dog. Yeah, I wonder, yeah. But like, in all honesty, about Fat Boy, just be happy that you got that cameo.
Exactly.
Like, how I describe it is, yes, like when Ronnie or Roxy, it was Ronnie, wasn't it, who came back in 2023 for that cameo.
Roxy came back.
Roxy, sorry, I confused the two. People weren't going, oh, we're being teased, we're being fucking edged here, boys. They were going, oh, all right, she came back for a cameo, cool, that's cool.
Yeah, like
you are the most ungrateful fan if you think I am owed something. You're owed nothing for watching the show. All you're owed is actually good storylines. That's all you're owed. You're not owed
even
fucking
when you
money.
get good storylines, you're not fucking happy with them anyways.
Yeah, you're not owed anything. It's a soap. The soaps are not appealing to you. We can talk about soaps all we like, but me and Ash know at the end of the day that fucking Chris Crenshaw is not going ding ding, ring ding ding ding. Hello, Piggy. Hello, I need storyline ideas. Hello, mate. Hello.
Mate, I'm not
ideas,
sure.
mate.
I'm not sure why he'd be going to you for storyline ideas.
I don't know, but you know what I mean. He's not fucking.
Yeah, exactly. You know, the writers are writing the best show they can. That they are doing stuff for the fans as they are fans themselves, but fundamentally, their job is to entertain the mass audience. And you don't entertain the mass audience by appealing to that fucking 1% subsection of people who are just like, I want Fat Boy back. No, you don't.
But here's my problem.
You don't want Fat Boy back, lads.
I'm gonna compare this to again. I guess wrestling would be a great example. It's like people for years saying, "I want Shawn Michaels back." It's like I want Shawn Michaels back. He has one match. Everyone's like, "No, Shawn."
Don't bring him back anymore.
It's like that. So how I feel about Fat Boy. It's like if we bring back Fat Boy tomorrow, you will be the same people going, they ruined Fat Boy. It's like, yes, because you can't be the same character from 10 years ago. Just like your favorite wrestler, your favorite footballer, your favorite fucking golfer will not be the same person they were 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Their
exactly.
body's older, they're fragile, and they're a bit worn down. Not everything can stay the same. If you wear the same jocks for 10 years, you're gonna get holes in it. It's not gonna stay the same.
Yeah, exactly. And like, yeah, but it's just the Fat Boy that people want doesn't exist anymore. Like, you don't want the same Fat Boy from 10 years ago, because that's fucking shit. Nobody wants the same Fat Boy as 10 years ago, but some people do. But if you bring back a slightly more mature Fat Boy, you're then not getting Fat Boy, which is who everybody fucking wants to have. But was he morally good? He was okay. He was peeping on Lucy in the shower though, so I don't know how morally good that is.
Lucy Beale.
Yes.
Okay. When was that?
Like 2011, 2012. But there we are. This video has been something fucking else, and I honestly don't fucking know. I don't know where this video goes from here. We spent half of it talking about dogs. But there we are. Who is the most morally good character? A question that, if you judge our reactions to it, probably not that interesting a discussion. But can you make it more interesting by telling us who you think is the most morally good character in the comment section down below? I've been Ash from Watching Wolford, and I've been joined by Piggy.
Yeah, we have a Discord. You can come chat to us if you want. Go, hey, Piggy, what do you think of it, this man in the dog suit again? And then I'll give my opinion. We have a Patreon where you can pledge to us. And maybe if you pledge like 1 million, will become a dog just for you. We also have a Kofi, where you can support us with a one-time donation. Buy us a KFC or just something. Maybe buy us a house. 200, 300k.
Yeah, wouldn't mind that, honestly. I'd live in it.
But yeah, that's all we have, and we will see you in the next one, folks. And we must bid you a goodbye and a good night. Bang, bang. Scissor gang.